Sing Sing, he is still hanging out at top. No first blood just yet. Could try to take care or take advantage of the Ruby getting a telekinesis off. 33 is over to the side. They're going to try to stop this push, and okay, telekinesis into the middle of a Blade Fury. Aki had a little bit of trouble. Can he actually deny himself? Answers no. The first blood's going to go the way of Sing Sing. Solari has been taken rather low. That should be a pop going the way of 33. He goes in with the Burrow Strike and is able to find that kill. Still a lot of damage out into 33, and they get the Fire Blast onto him. The Tomato Creep is going to help out as well, but it's a Sing Sing double kill. They'll get away from it. Meanwhile, we have a roll in the mid lane. Cancel in a lot of trouble. Pops the Fairy Fire, but he's not going to be able to stay alive. Pablo again ready with the roll. There's also going to be the Infest Bomb in right towards Sexy Bambo. They're going to get the silence, and well, triple TP coming through. Pablo takes a lot of damage from those Eidolons, and Gork is not in a lot of healthy ways at all either. Bambo's going to go for it, pops the Soul Ring and gets a Black Hole. Cancel with the TP in. Good rotation. And they'll just go right in with the Juggernaut. Here comes the Sand King looking for that initiation right onto Sexy Bambo. They'll drop the Magnetism onto it as well, but here's the Black Hole onto 3. Requiem is also by cancel. They have so much damage with Sing Sing still spinning in the middle of it as well. They'll take down the Lifestealer. They're looking for a little bit more. They take the tower as well as a huge team fight at bottom. Get beaned. The Horde, they are not really proving to be the masters of strategy here. They did think they had so much with the Sand King epicenter. Meanwhile, Cancel looking for the Requiem. Yeah, he's going to be able to kill Excalibur here. Not a chance for a song either. That would have really been the only reason that Excalibur got away. Black Hole is really not going to be needed in every single fight. So you just kind of throw it out there. Ake could be in some trouble. Slayer's going to lead the way, and he's going to be seen here. But here comes the Purge Creep. Huge damage to the Coddle, who just kind of falls over off his horse. 300 gold off of that, but Beans might take advantage of this opportunity to try to go for the tower kill. No Black Hole available, and Sand King is ready with the Blink, Burrow Strike, Epicenter combo. Oh, okay. Okay. Blinding Light is going to lead Bean to be able to avoid the rock coming through. Naga Siren, I believe, is picked up a Radiance here. She's going to have it delivered up for this fight. Can they actually take down the Rax fast enough? Blinding Light comes through. Here comes the Epicenter right onto the Shadow Fiend, who is going to be taken rather low. Not going to die, though, because he does have the Hurricane Pike out. Sexy Bamba just walking around, trying to tank up some of this damage for his team. They're going to roll forward right onto Sing Sing, who gets the Omnislash off. And they'll take off a couple of kills, forcing out a buyback on Earth Spirit. See if they can get back in this fight. That long-range rock is not going to hit onto anything. Solari moving forward. The rest of this team, they're kind of unsure if they want to actually do anything here. He's got the Burrow Strike and the Telekinesis. How far are they actually going to try to bait this out? Throwing out the Healing Word. Sing Sing already very low, but he's going to spin right on top of Pablo. And Solari comes on the backside with the Burrow Strike on the Sand King. He's going to fall as well. Bean, they're taking a great fight here as Cancel gets a double kill. How far are they going to go for this one, though? Excalibur, not even used a song yet, is going to use it there. Now, can they reinitiate it all? Like, they almost thought about it. They will send in the illusions to do some damage with the Riptide. It's going to do it onto a lot of heroes, but actually Cancel is going to avoid it. They'll go right for Excalibur. They're actually going to take him out. He didn't back away fast enough. He sent in the illusions, but maybe he just missed microed or something, because Excalibur... Oh, no, he definitely didn't miss micro. That didn't happen. That's just not something that Excalibur does. They need some creeps. Which are going to arrive eventually. Illuminate continues to take them out. That will be the full set of Rex, or at least one Rex going the way of Beaned. And okay, they are going to take the other one here. Cancel's been pretty good with his Hurricane Pike, avoiding things. Oh! Denied by Gork. I don't even think it matters. Can they actually find the Naga? They found someone at top. They're going to see the Naga at bottom. They might actually just collapse onto her. They're going to go right for it. They could definitely drop everything. Sexy Bamboo doesn't have the Black Hole. Where's the song? Doesn't manage to get it off. And at least Gork is going to be able to get the tower down. But now Excalibur dead for 45 seconds without buyback. Gork uses the... he's going to get hit with the Black Hole again. He's not going to get a chance to rage out of here. And he infests into the range creep. Will fall after that, though. And that illusion is continuing to push out. Okay, here comes the sleep. Ake is still being stunned up here, and he doesn't, so he's actually not going to be able to get out at all. Sexy Bamboo chasing him down, and there's another Malefice. Should get the kill. We'll pop him. Meanwhile, inside the base, Cancel's going ham onto a tier 3 tower. The rest of his team not really there. Cancel taking a lot of damage from this one. He is invis underneath the tower, but he's still taking a huge amount of damage from the Nagasaran illusions. Has to be very careful. His regen isn't the best. That's going to be the Aegis being popped. Now, how hard do they decide to go on this one? They do have Earth Spirit ready with the stuns, but It's not really the time for them to use them. Excalibur moves up. They're not going to be able to find him though. Blink Dagger just coming up now for the Rubik. And the Chase Tower in a lot of trouble. They need to take care of these illusions. Here comes the Earth Spirit, but he's going to be forced to roll away, rolling very far away with that rock. Hurricane Pike used to get canceled away from Gorgsy. Here's the Epicenter, but Sexy Bambo already in the BKB, taking a lot of damage from Gorg. He doesn't even need the Black Hole right now. Huge damage. There's Requiem from Cancel as well. Pablo dead. That's going to be 3 down on the side. We'll make it 4 with the buyback from Sand King on the side of the Horde. They're actually going to call GG here, though. They're done with this. Please don't pick Naga. Again, they say celebratory Black Hole from Sexy Bambo, and that will be it. They also have Sven in there as well. Cancel could be in some trouble. Pablo coming from behind, but TP's going to come through, and actually Cancel is going to get aggressive with Excalibur. Here comes a snowball. They're actually going to go right for him, and that's the first blood. Boogie with a beautiful rotation. Now they're looking for a little bit more. Ice Shards keeps on Pablo. Double kill for Boogie with a beautiful rotation into the mid lane. 33 coming in from... Is he actually going to be able to do anything? Lots of damage from the refraction so that they couldn't actually get the kill. Now Excalibur chased down by a Cancel in the mid lane. That should definitely be a kill. 4 hits will do it. Easy for him to dive the tower like that, and Excalibur just way too low on health there. Ake about to fall in the top lane. He will. 5 kills to 0 now, and they could be ready to go for a snowball on the Gorg. They'll get the Fissure and the Ice Shards to keep him there. He's forced to go around, and Sven is taking a lot of damage here, throwing out the Stormhammer out onto the Earthshaker, but nice dodge with the snowball. They're gonna go right back in, and they find yet another kill. Mana leak, but he has to stay very careful. There will be the rotation in. Buki losing most of his mana, and he's pro. They use the smoke. They're gonna be able to get the Crystal Maiden, but alright, she dies before the snowball can come out. Now Boogie without any mana, and they're just trying to keep Excalibur safe for now. They know that he is farming there. Sexy Bamboo going around the side, and they are going to see Excalibur right there. They get the trap out. They're going to slow him down. Solari is hit with the mana leak, but he's not going to take enough damage to go down. Illumina is there. Solari will still be able to back away without losing all his mana, and they want to take this big stack here. Cancel, ready to take it out. They're going to Echo Slam for it because Bambo doesn't give a crap at all. Gris Maiden dies on the high ground, so maybe they're spending a little bit too much for it. Sexy Bambo's just like, I'm going to kill this creep camp. Cancel gets another one on the high ground. He's going to kill off the Coddle. Does not have an Echo Slam for another 30 seconds, and the Frost Troll is going to scout things out. Ake ready to go in. He's going to put the Illuminate down to go into the pit. Roshan down to half health. There is going to be a Dismember onto the Crystal Maiden on the side. Has to get away from the Pudge, and Pudge is way too far up. He's going to fall to this. Excalibur going to the side, looking for the raises onto Solari, but Solari is going to be able to stay alive. Beautiful Ice Shards onto 2. Excalibur winds up, but Tusk is going to fall to this. Here comes the Omni Slash though, and as soon as it's over, oh, beautiful Fissure has stopped the Requiem of Souls, and he's right next to him, but eventually it's just going to be a Death Requiem that comes through. Gork trying to get away. He's being scouted out, slowed down by the Frozen Sigil. Cancel's going to chase him, needs to get to the high ground. Sexy Bambo right next to him, gets the stun with the Enchant Totem, and we'll call it a full 5-man team wipe. Beaned only lose 1, can still go for Roshan. Skips on his team, comes back with BeanBoys, and almost a joke. And now they go right in. Oh, Blink into the Stormhammer. The Snowball is going to keep them safe for a little bit longer. They go over to the side. Bambo in. He's got the now Echo Slam. It's down for another 50 seconds. The Age is going to be picked up, and Illuminate's doing a lot of damage here. Sexy Bambo nearly killed off. He's going to be hooked right back in. Cancel blinks away. He's going to slow these guys down in their pursuit. Hook is still down for a while. Solari is going to manage to stay alive. That I would assume that most of the gank attempts are going to come in from Sexy Bambo, who continues to... Oh, wow, what? Primal Roar, a couple TPs are going to be there to help. He does get back pretty quickly, and Bambo is going to fall. Just stunned for way too long. The Hook is going to pull back an illusion. Gork about to die, but he's man-moding against Sing Sing, who is about to fall. Gets hit with a Dismember. He's taking a lot of damage here, and he is eventually going to die. Templar Assassin staying alive for now. Was taken back pretty far away from that, and she's trying to take down these Necro Bugs. Hook about to be blocked by a creep. Cancel still wants to get into this one and do some damage to these guys. There's going to be a blink away by 33. Cancel thought that he had more damage there, but now he needs a little bit more help. He uses the Hurricane Pike to stay alive. He is going to get put into the Snowball. They force it out buyback on Sexy Bambo. Cancel trying to do some damage. There's going to be a Requiem Souls on the backside. Is he going to be able to do enough damage? Excalibur going ham here, and he's going to be able to find the kill onto the Tusk. Here's the beautiful kill from Sexy Bambo, though. Looking for Pablo, who will just deny himself after all of that. That catapult is just leading the Radiant creep wave on a wild goose chase, with Pablo waiting on the high ground with the smoke, thinking that he can get some kind of a hook off, but it's not going to be just yet. Actually blinking to the high ground. He wants to get someone on their retreat, and it's going to be Solari. Tries to force stuff away, but he's not going to be able to do so. There is going to be the Fissure, though, in order to keep him safe. and he's going to be hit back to the low ground. He tries to hide in the trees, and well, Excalibur knows exactly where he is. He's going to be able to stay alive for a little bit longer than he's supposed to, though. It's a Crystal Maiden for 2. Shadow Fiend and Coddle are going to fall, but there's a triple stun by Sven. However, Cancel's still doing work on the backside. Fisher's going to keep Sven away. Excalibur is going to be the one to defend it, and can Cancel find anything in the jungle here? He's still trying to farm. Pablo's going to be right next to him. Oh, blink away from the dismember. Is the hook? Oh, whoa! Cancel with the Hurricane Pike plays. He's still going to be seen here in the Lincoln Sphere. It's going to get him out. Oh my gosh, Cancel. What a freaking god. See if they can take a fight here. Sentry Ward gets placed down by Ake. Will be slowed down. Here comes Cancel right for the racks. He doesn't even really care. Lotus Orb gets used. Excalibur could be in a lot of trouble. He's right next to the shrine. They're actually going to go into Walrus Punch and uses the BKB with the Requiem right next to the Juggernaut. But Juggernaut is going to man mode him right now. Uses the Mantis Style. They're immediately going to go away. Now Gork is not really being able to find anything at all. Here comes Pudge. There's the Dismember, but it's not going to be able to be used just yet. With Ake killed off by the Omni Slash, and now we have the sent back the Lotus Orbed Stormhammer. They kill off Excalibur for the second time. He's dead for 100 seconds. Beans might have just won this, and that's it. They get the GG, and that is going to be it. Beans will be moving on as the EU qualifiers in the second Open to the KIEV Major. They had a great series of matches to be able to make it into this final, and this final did not disappoint at all. They were able to show Horde exactly what was up. The Horde obviously needs to improve a little bit because BEANED just beaned them. That's what happened.